want to talk a little bit more about appreciation. I was talking about appreciation last week. Appreciation has a lot to do with being humble, and humility is one of the most important qualities you could have as a human being. Being humble sets you apart from arrogant people, and being humble, I would say, takes a lot of confidence. Only a confident person can celebrate others. Only a confident person, who has the ability to speak up, who has the ability to challenge, will remain quiet at certain times. There's an old saying, you have to play the fool to catch the wise. And it's always better to be underestimated than someone's always prepared for. Being humble keeps you under the radar. When people know how good you are, when people know how intelligent you are, they will plan for you, they will be wary of you. When someone doesn't know how good you are, when you are underestimated in life, people bring you in their circles. People think you're not as smart as you are. They will share secrets with you. Being humble is one of the best things you can be in life, and only a confident person can be humble. Sometimes when you're dealing with good people, you have to be humble. You're having a conversation with them, ask questions, okay? Ask about them. Don't just talk about yourself. How can you have a good conversation with someone if you're just talking about yourself? No one's going to be interested in having a conversation with you again. It's if all you're going to do is talk about your day, what you've done, how you're feeling. The best conversationalist asks questions and does a lot of listening. Only a humble person can do that. Being humble, you develop brilliant relationships. People feel good around you. Showing appreciation to people, that is being humble. When you show appreciation to people, people are more likely to want to do things for you again. Do you know why? Because you're making them feel valued. Every human being wants to feel valued. No one wants to feel devalued. Everyone wants to feel appreciated. So it's very important that you show appreciation to everyone who does good things for you. Some people will do good things for you because it's just in their nature. Make sure you show appreciation. Some people will do good things for you if you ask them. Make sure you show appreciation. Make sure you show thank you. Make sure you show appreciation in your actions, not just your words. It's always good to be humble. And this is one of the things I strive for in life. Always remain humble. Always remain humble. You know why? Because any blessings that you're getting in life, anything that you've manifested, anything that you've worked for, can always be taken away. It can always be taken away. Now, if you acted a certain way because you felt that you're better than others, because you've got a higher status, you felt you're better than others because you may have more money than them, you feel you're better than others because you feel you're more attractive than them. If you feel you're better than others, what happens when that thing that you have that puts you on a pedestal is taken away or you lose it? You can easily lose your job, you can easily lose your money. Everyone loses their looks. You can lose your status. It may take time to build up to be something, but it can be taken away in a second. And if you've ever been humble on your way up, no one's going to be there for you on your way down. Always remember where you're coming from. Always remember the struggle, because there's always someone in the struggle who's trying to get to where you are. Rather than thinking that you're special, why don't you leave the door open for others to follow in your footsteps? Be a role model. Yeah? Be a role model so others can follow in your footsteps. I don't understand why is it when people make it to a certain place in life, they don't want to help others. It's like they feel like the pie is not big enough for everyone to eat. The pie is big enough for everybody to eat, trust me. You see, in this world, there is unlimited abundance. Abundance is unlimited. You should never feel that you can't share. You can share everything. Everything can be shared out there. Everything is in abundance out there. Don't feel there's not enough for everyone to go around, because there is. You need to be wary of the people who just want to take, and they don't want to give anything. Be wary of those people, the takers. But know that there is much pride, good pride, to be taken from giving when you give to others. Okay? When you give to someone, that's actually you're giving. That's actually you're actually coming from a power of strength. Because in order to give, you have to be in abundance. If you're just taking, you're in scarcity. So those people who think they take, think they're smart. You're not smart, you're in scarcity. It's the givers, people who give, people who people take advantage of, they're the ones who's in abundance. You know, and sometimes to be a giver, you've got to be humble. I just want to say, for those people who feel that they're better than others because of whatever status they got, you know, be humble before you're humbled. Be humble before you're humbled. Be humble or be humbled. Trust me, that's the number one lesson for all of us. And sometimes some of us do need lessons in order to grow. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. I've been humbled plenty of times, and I've grown through those experiences. I've been humbled plenty of times. I remember walking to work thinking, oh God, another day of work. You know, you go to work and then you hear there's going to be cuts. All of a sudden, what do you feel? Oh God, you want to cling on to your job. That's why you must be humble, because it can be taken away just like that. It's very important to be humble in everything that you do. Don't show off. Be proud of yourself, yeah. Celebrate yourself, but try not to show off. Me personally, I try not to stand out from the crowd. And it's hard to do because I'm 6 foot. Got dreads, black guy. It's hard not to stand out. But I try not to seek attention. I don't need it. That's being humble. I don't need to be celebrated. I feel celebrated just by being alive. That's being humble. I don't need outside sources of acceptance. I'm happy within myself. I celebrate myself. And I want everyone who listens to me to kind of like practice to be the same way. Being humble makes you peaceful. Puts you at peace with yourself. Puts you at peace with others around you. There's one thing that rubs me up the wrong way is people who feel that they're entitled to everything. Believe me, you're not entitled to nothing. The world and society does not owe you a single thing. Get rid of that victim mentality. You're not born a victim. Get rid of it. Because if you think that way, if you have a victim mindset, you will achieve nothing, or you will achieve very little. And if you lose something, you're going to have a hard time regaining it, because you're going to feel everything's against me, everything was designed to be against me, therefore I'm not going to succeed. You've defeated yourself. That's what you call a self-fulfilling prophecy, a victim mentality. It's ridiculous. People raising their children saying, you're going to have a hard time getting this and you won't be able to do that. What are you telling your kids? What are you putting in your kids' brain? You're limiting your kids' powers of manifestation. Do you know that? In life, you can become anything you want to be. And yes, there is challenges. There's challenges everywhere. Life's about challenges. You can't go through life without going through challenges. Of course, people are going to discriminate against you. People are going to discriminate against you everywhere you go, no matter what colour you are, no matter what gender you are. It doesn't matter what your differences is. It doesn't matter what your preferences are. There's always going to be someone who's going to discriminate against you. That's life. You've got to be able to take that and still move forward. Okay? That's what will set you apart. It's not about having a victim mentality. If you raise people saying you're not going to be able to do this, or you're not going to be able to get so far, you're limiting them. Do not have a victim mindset. It's the worst thing you could ever have. And it's the worst thing you can ever give to your kids. What you want to do, you want to say to your kids, you can become anything that you want to be if you work hard for it. Yeah, you might not get it straight away, but if you continue and you don't quit, you will get it. Trust me, you can you can build yourself up from anything. You just got to have the right mindset of never giving up. The current position I'm in now took me 3 chances to get the role. I was always told, great interview, but there was just someone better than you. Fair enough. I knew my interview was fantastic. I knew it was, but you know what? There's always someone better than you out there. Yeah? When you can tell yourself that, that's being humble. There's always someone better than you out there. Fair enough. You know what? I'll try harder next time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? You have to accept there's people out there who are better at you at certain things. That's normal. You don't think, oh, they didn't give it to me because they don't like me, they don't like the look of me, they discriminate against me. That's a victim mindset. You're never going to take responsibility for yourself. You know, you're supposed to adopt a no-blame culture if you want to succeed in life. A no-blame culture is this: if something goes wrong, yeah, even if it wasn't your fault in particular, you've got to take some blame, because you've got to look at, well, how can I avoid that situation happening to me again? You understand? That's having and not having a victim mindset, adopting a no-blame culture. And it's like when I was going for that job, I went again. Did a great interview. I know I did a good interview because I researched everything. You know, wanted the job. It was working within the community. Again, they told me, there's just someone better than you. And he didn't get it. Okay. And I'm like, yeah, boy, it's tough, innit? But I still believed. You know what? These opportunities are coming. It's not like they're not coming. I had 1 opportunity, I had 2 opportunities. When opportunity comes, yeah, you take it. Opportunity comes for everyone, but you got to recognize it and then take it. If you don't take it, it leaves. It doesn't wait for you. So I'm keeping a positive mindset. And then within 6 months, I get a phone call. And it was the employer, and they said, somebody's retiring in the post. And because your interview was really good, legislation says that if a position becomes available within 6 months of your interview, and you're next in line, then you can have the post. And it so happened that someone retired, and it was within 6 months of my interview, and the job was mine. the story doesn't end there. When I'm in the role, it could have been 1 or 2 years down the line, I found out that the person who got the job before me the first time was already working there. He was an agency worker. The person was already there doing the role. The person was already there getting experience in the role, had bonded with the team, knew what they were doing. In a sense, you could say that job was theirs. Regardless of how good my interview was, I found out the second time I went for the job interview that another person who was on the agency went for the role. So in a sense, you could say the job was theirs. In a sense, they've got all the experience, they've been doing the role. Okay? So what's the point of having a victim mindset? What's the point? What's the point of saying I'm being discriminated against all the time, something don't go right? No. There's always circumstances where you don't get something. Being humble allows you to accept certain things. Being humble allows you to kind of like accept failure, have a no blame culture, and learn from defeat and move forward. When I found out that the reason why I didn't get those posts was because they was already being done by people in agency, and now they've been made permanent, I was like, okay, that's why I didn't get. And I'm just so glad that I kept on trying in order to the post was mine. So when you don't get something the first time, don't give up. Just keep on going, no matter what it is. Keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. You will get it in the end, because what you're doing, remember, you're fighting against the universe, yeah? You want to change your vibrational field in life. If you feel you're going through a lot of bad luck, if you want to change that, you want to go against the grain of what's happening. If you want to do that, you got to be strong. You remember, you're writing your own story when you live. You're writing your own story. In order to change your story, you're going to have to turn the other way. It's hard. You're swimming against the tide. Yeah? When you swim against the tide in life, that's when you will get changed. You won't get changed by living comfortable, by sitting on your sofa, watching TV. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you won't get changed that way. You only get changed is when you fight against the grain. Trust me. A lot of the time, you're fighting against yourself. We are all equals, yeah? We're all equals, fam. Yeah? Always remain humble. And always remember, we're all equals, no matter who you are. No matter what status you have, yeah? We're all equals, yeah? You're not better than no one, trust me. You're not better than nobody, fam. No one's beneath you, you get me? Yeah? Everyone is equals. When you start thinking you're better than people, that's when you become a very horrible person. No redeeming qualities, a very ugly person. Yeah? Looks is about your character. You understand? When someone has got a horrible character, they're ugly, fam. Yeah? When someone has a nice character, they're beautiful. Trust me. Their beauty radiates from the inside outwards. Beauty is not in looks only. Beauty is in your character and your persona. How you treat people. Do you have the ability to forgive? That shows a lot about your character. How nice you are. You just have to know how to protect yourself. But no one is better than anyone else. Always remember that. And it's like, why I like being humble, yeah? It puts me in check sometimes. It puts me in check because growing up, I wasn't always the most talkative person. I wasn't always the most confident person. We're talking early teens. I wasn't the most confident person all the time. And that was for many reasons. It had nothing to do with my upbringing. I had a brilliant upbringing, surrounded by so much love. But I was overweight. I was overweight. So to me, in my head, you know, I had self-image issues, some of them. Nothing too detrimental, but there were self-image issues with weight. And the thing is, it's like, when you're overweight as a child, no matter if you lose weight as an adult, you'll always think in the back of your head, you're always overweight, always overweight. Now, I work out. I've been working out from the age of mid-20s, but it's always been stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. So then you put on weight, you lose weight, put on weight, you lose weight. And after a while, as you get older, you start losing weight a lot slower. Now I had to be humble, yeah, because I go to the gym. And it's like, if you ain't go to the gym for a long time, you may feel a bit ashamed when you're going back there. So, you know what I mean? If you ain't been there for like 6 months to a year, you feel a bit ashamed because you put on weight. You know what I'm saying? You have not stayed on your grind. You've been lazy. You've been comfortable. But in order to go back and get back on it, you have to be humble. You have to admit to yourself where you are. You didn't do so good. You have to be humble and you have to step in that gym. And for you first timers as well, who've never been to the gym, who want to go to the gym, but you're kind of scared what people are going to think, that they're going to look at you, how you use the machines, you're scared, you're overweight, whatever, you might be underweight. Be humble first, yeah? Be humble and love yourself, yeah? And go to the gym and build yourself from day one. Before you know it, you're on day 10, and before you know it, you're in a month, yeah? You have to be humble in order to move forward at sometimes, yeah? So for me, a big part of me being humble was having to enlist the help of an online coach to help keep me accountable. Now, in order to do that, was a big thing for me because I'm like going to the gym. I've always done this by myself. Now I'm going to enlist the help of someone because I knew what my issue was accountability, how to keep me on track, giving that motivation. And I did that for 3 months, and it's one of the best things I've ever did because it showed me a new way of training, a scientific way, a healthy mindset way, and a structured way to look at the calories I was eating, to the energy that I was burning, how much sleep I was getting, how much, daily steps I'm doing. And when you combine all these things together, sleep, nutrition, and exercise, it then becomes a lifestyle change. And then you're not just working out to lose weight, you're working out to have a healthy mindset. And due to me being humble, it's allowed me to move forward. Another reason why I should be humble, yeah, is because it allows you to be honest with yourself. And if you're not honest with yourself, you can't move forward. So definitely asking for help is one of the benefits of being humble, being able to ask for help. Ask for help from those who love you, those who respect you, those who think positive of you. Ask for help from these people, man. Ask for help from people you know ain't judging you. It will help you to move forward. Don't go through things on your own. Be humble. Because you know what the opposite of being humble is? It's pride. And I'll tell you this, pride is the worst quality to have of all. Pride is the worst quality to have. In fact, out of all the bad qualities of jealousy, laziness, greed, selfishness, pride and arrogance and vanity is the worst of all. Always be humble. It will fill you with so much light. It will fill you with so much love. It will fill you with so much inspiration. It will just make you smile. You'll wake up in the morning happy. Yeah? A appreciate waking up each day. You know, appreciate the family that you have. Appreciate the job that you have. Appreciate the friends in your life. Appreciate the things that you have. Yeah? Just appreciate everything. Show appreciation for it. Tell the people close to you that you love them. Treat your friends good. Show respect to people. And you will be a happier person for it. People will say, how come you're so happy? How come you're so happy on a Monday morning? Because I'm humble. Why are you so happy on a Monday morning? I just appreciate being alive. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. And always remember, stay humble.